We are in Charlotte, North Carolina, as we get ready for this interconference contest right here. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. Ball with the bucket. And for our viewers tonight, don't blink, you might miss something.
Yeah, you got to keep your head up and be alert if you're watching this game because they're going to get it up and down so fast and so often. Execution on the fast break will probably determine what happens in the outcome in this one.
James with the bucket.
You know, LeBron in the paint, I think, is major trouble for just about every defender. He can power his way to the basket or he can pass you into being dizzy.
Hayward can hit. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I got a chance to chat a little bit with Frank Vogel.
Anthony Davis.
They'll be going up against Gordon Hayward tonight. Coach is a big fan of Hayward's all-around game. Coach told me how impressed he is with Hayward's shot selection and how it's hard to make him settle for a bad look. They will try to make him do that this time. Guys?
Thank you, David. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Here's Plumlee. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Anthony Davis. The assist.
That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
Boy, we know what a skilled passer Westbrook is, but you still got to appreciate that dime there. Very impressive.
Plumlee, no luck. You know, Greg, sometimes it's just hard to quantify defense, but some new age metrics really value Mason Plumlee.
And there's a stat called defensive box plus minus that measures how good your team is with you on the floor. Year in, year out, Mason Plumlee is top 20 in the league, proving his overall effect on the game on the defensive end.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in.
That athletic ability gets Bridges to the rim there. He almost totally shrugged off the defense.
The drive by James. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward. And this is year one of LeBron's 2-year, $85 million extension. And Greg, that will take him through age 38.
And that will amount to $435 million in career earnings, the most all time. And it wouldn't surprise me if he's got a few more years left in the tank after that.
And, you know, this guy simply does not age. LeBron remains a dominant force in this league despite being in the league since 2003.
And it's Davis with the ball for the Lakers. 4-point game.
Better to be lucky than good. That pass was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged a bullet there.
P.J. Washington.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
Charlotte basketball.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Savvy play that time on the part of Washington. Got his man in an awkward position and then drew the foul.
Washington hits them both. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. With the drive. Johnson outside. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Pass to Westbrook. Tipped away. And so the ball is out of bounds. Rozier touched it last.
Basketball. Substitution for the Hornets. Montrezl Harrell.
Here's Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson outside. A 3. Oubre pulls it in.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
It's Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Boy, that's a forceful, intimidating slam by Harrell. dared the defense to try to stop him there, and I don't think they wanted to.
Now here's LeBron. And that one, good. James has got 6.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
You really don't want to allow him to get too comfortable, but even with stifling defense, he's going to still find a way to get it in the basket.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Westbrook hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Just by nature of his style, Westbrook is going to draw contact, so he's got to be strong enough and focused enough to play through it. And he is and does.
Martin wide open. He fires. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Johnson outside. Pass to James. And he uses the glass on the layup. 8 points for him.
Yeah, you know, LeBron is such a talented finisher. The defense in that situation just unable to keep him from that shot.
To the inside. Here's Washington. Great D that time from Davis.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
LeBron left side. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the end.
To the court. Come on and get loud for your Honey.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Los Angeles.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
And Hayward with the stuff.
Give Hayward the chance now. He's athletic. He's got bounce. He's going to finish with the big flush when he gets inside. Boy, what a rookie season for LaMelo Ball. He was the 3rd overall pick and saw immediate action for the Hornets. And in my mind, Kevin, I thought he was the clear Rookie of the Year front runner early.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
And stolen by LeBron. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Davis, of course, is a superstar at both ends of the court. LeBron James says his ability to guard anybody on the floor, 1 through 5, take the challenge to guard on the perimeter, and continue to protect the paint, it's hard to score on him. Guys?
3 points.
DA, he is a lead in every way, as are you. Thank you.
And Ball began his rookie season coming off the bench, but eventually they had to find a way to start it.
Yeah, clearly, Greg, he needed to be in the starting lineup, and he actually started until the wrist injury. He showed that he was an elite rookie. This team has a great future with him running the point guard spot.
James outside. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That is his first foul of the game.
His first personal foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Here's LeBron. 15 points in the game. Here's Reeves. And a miss there on the triple. Hornets trail by 6. Hayward on the wing. Jacks up a 3. And it's the Hornets another 3.
That's the 2nd long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
And Ball slams it in.
Well, he's an incredible ball handler at 6'7". LaMelo can get space for his shot practically anytime he wants to.
They're struggling to keep up.
And we'll see if they can turn things around, Kevin, on this trip. They can't continue to come up empty.
Westbrook.
Russell.
Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And Clark, you know, you were actually one of the original stretch bigs, so do you think your game would be more suited for today's NBA?
Kevin, stretch big may be stretching it a little bit in analyzing my game. I did have a decent shot, but my work was done with ball skills and scoring inside. I would have added the perimeter shot, so I think I would have been able to handle today's game effectively, being kind of a combo forward. Big enough to do work inside, but skilled enough to get outside, too.
Jalen McDaniels.
Pass to Bridges. At the elbow, Oubre. And Davis sends it back.
No, sir, don't bring that in here. AD having none of that. What an imposing figure he is defensively.
There's a minute 47 left from the first half of basketball. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Westbrook. And no good. And the Hornets now going the other way. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Hornets making a change here.
Substitution for the Hornets. Montrezl.
Pass to Harrell. Back to Rozier.
Terry Rozier III.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Hey, the athleticism of Westbrook not only on display offensively, he can throw shots out of there, too.
The Hornets pull it in.
And all the skill used on that crossover. You might want to save a little bit for the finish. Unable to convert there.
Outside for Martin. Picked by Harrell. Back to Martin. Inside. And it's Harrell missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
No one near James as he lets it go. LeBron James on the wing. And rejection by McDaniels. One-on-one fast break. From deep Washington. Drills the three-pointer. Washington's got it all tied up now for the Hornets. On the wing, Johnson. Stolen by McDaniels. Pass to Rozier. So it's Gordon Hayward making things happen for the Charlotte Hornets. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And here's Westbrook. He's got 6. Kicks it out to Johnson. James outside. Takes the 3. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Yeah, you watch LeBron play, and it's obvious he gets more joy out of passing to his teammates and setting them up than scoring himself. But tonight, he's feeling it.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
With the assist.
And it's hard to believe that Gordon Hayward has been playing for over a decade in the NBA. Now a seasoned vet, firmly in the second half of his career. I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Pass to Hayward. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Hayward's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And Hayward has had a bit of a career renaissance lately, looking more and more like his old self.
And Kevin, it's just great to see him playing at this level again. I think it's testament to how much he loves the game of basketball, as well as how badly this guy wants a chance to win a championship.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
To the paint. Here's Plumlee. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Plumlee's got the lead up to 2 now for the Hornets. And stolen by Hayward. Ball feeling it out a bit. For 3, Bridges.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that they're even in this game.
Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
It's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
Took him no time at all on that one. Hayward's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Hayward's got such a quick release on the catch and shoot. Even before the ball gets to him, he's already making up his mind when he's going to let it fly.
A nice shot by LeBron.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
And finished off by Oubre.
Well, you know, it's obvious that Ball knows exactly how to work the angles. He gets the ball to a wide-open shooter just about every time.
The drive by James. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. And the Hornets making a change here. And the Lakers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Charlotte making a switch. And here's James outside. Doesn't go for him. Charlotte in the lead. Out to the right wing. To the middle. There's Harrell. And Harrell sits it in.
Boy, an excellent passer for a big man. P.J. Washington's floor awareness, impressive.
Right side, Westbrook. From deep, Johnson. Los Angeles with another miss. Hornets leading by 3. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Back to Thomas. In the corner, it's Martin. 6 to shoot. Harrell. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Harrell's got 6.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And coming up, Montrezl Harrell said he patterned his game after the All-Star Zach Randolph. Z-Bo was undersized on paper, but was strong as an ox and found angles to finish.
Pass to Johnson. Lakers working the ball around now. LeBron, no good. It's Martin on the wing. And Stanley Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And both free throws good for Harrell.
And the energy Harrell plays with is incredible. He's like a junkyard dog with basketball skills when he plays.
James outside. Cranes the three-pointer. James has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Lakers.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Pass to Harrell. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
You know, Harrell may only be 6'7", but he absolutely owns the paint because this guy knows where his strength is, and he plays to it, getting busy down low.
Reeves gets the bucket. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Hornets lead by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this.
It's the fourth quarter.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Charlotte Hornets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Washington. The kick out to Ball. Driving inside. And he gets the bucket. 6 points for LaMelo Ball.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That's his first foul. And the Hornets making a change here. So it's the Lakers now. They trail by 7. Pass to Davis. Shot clock at 6. Nice move. And it's good on the way-in.
High percentage look that time from Anthony Davis, and that's one he rarely misses.
Down low. And the shot is long.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
It's Hornets ball.
And so here's Charlotte, leading by 5. Pass to Plumlee. Bridges inside. And Stanley Johnson is going to pick up the foul.
Stanley Johnson.
That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
Bridges outside. Here's Plumlee.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here. You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Back to James. 5 on the clock. Pass to Reeves. No good on the 3. Hornets leading by 5. Rozier for 3. And the Hornets miss again. LeBron with it. And he can't jam it through. Rozier for 3. sinks the triple. Rozier's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, when Rozier gets a look he likes for the three-point shot, he'll knock it down on you.
You gotta get up and make some noise. All right, look who's coming to the court. Come on and get loud for your Honeybee. And your Honeybee.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talk to his team during the break. I told him this is gut check time. This is when it gets real and when it gets fun. We're here to play in these big moments. Let's make this one count. Kevin, by my count, that's 5 cliches.
All right, David, thanks. Bridges, right side. They set the pick. Hayward at the elbow. Going inside. Johnson with the block. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Here's Davis. And he converts the layup. Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hornets.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
They do, and you also see a lot of points have come off the dribble penetration. They've been aggressive on the bounce at attacking the defense.
And, you know, there's no question about it. Hayward is an exciting player and an athletic forward who can really, really score.
And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Davis.
Anthony Davis.
That one good for 2.
Assisted.
10 points for Davis.
Westbrook.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Thomas.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
Lakers trail by 8. LeBron James on the wing. Over to the wing. 5 to shoot. Here's Westbrook. Pass to Reeves. Offline with his 3. Bridges outside. Charlotte moving the ball around. Sinks the 3-pointer. Hayward's got the lead up to 11 now for Charlotte.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Hornets.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Gordon Hayward.
He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Well, Davis, so dominant, so strong, so athletic, so skilled. He got everything he wanted right there.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first personal foul. And the third.
So the first one drops, and that will push the lead to double digits.
At the line for shot.
Hayward hits them both.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed.
Now here's Westbrook. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
Mason Plumlee.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're up by 11. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What's your take, guys?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure they needed this timeout, quite honestly. Perhaps a water break?
Here's Harrell. Second chance shot. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that.